Hello everyone, welcome to the Doubts Corner, powered by Expert Sage. So here is a doubt asked by one of our students. The topic is on the set theory. So as a ritual, so before starting with the question, let us get the concept first. So typically this is a concept of union and summation of the concept with set theory. Yeah. What does the union means? Everyone knows. Union means adding all these values. So basically the union, if I say, it will be nothing but a plus b plus c plus d plus e plus f plus g and h. So this all taken once at a time will be called as union. Now what is a sum? Now if you look here, let's say if I give the value, let's say the total number of students are 100, out of which physics let's say are 40, chemistry let's say are 50, maths let's say are 30. Just an example I'm taking. Right, so what will be union of this? So union will be, surely it will be 100, right, the total. Now when I do the sum of them, what will happen, that this 40, this 50 and this 30, sum will come out to be 50 plus 40, 90 plus 30, that is 120. Now if you say it is exceeding more than our union, why it is exceeding? Because some variables are double counted, some are triple counted, right? So if I look at g here, g will be counted thrice. G is here in physics as well as in chemistry as well as in maths. So when I add them, G is added thrice. Similarly, D is added twice, and so on and so forth. So let me give the nomenclature to them. So what are E3? E3 are the number of elements which are common to exactly three regions. Which will be that element? That will be nothing but G. Right? E2 is the region where it is common to exactly two regions. So which will be those? Those will be nothing but, that is my D, that is my E and F. So typically my E2 is D plus E plus F. What will be E1? E1 will be exactly one. So exactly ones are A, B and C. So A1 is A plus B plus C. And obviously E0 will be the outside part, that is H. Right? So this is just a nomenclature. Now, when I take a union of them, okay? So union, as I said, it will be simply added once everything. So union of this will be E0 plus E1 plus E2 plus E3. But if I take sum of them, what will happen to E3? E3 will come three times. Every variable in that region will be counted thrice. E2 will come two times. E1 will come one time. And E0 will come zero time. Right? I hope this equation is clear. These two equations, please remember, these two are known as reconciling equation. Okay? No need to remember names, but just remember how the equations are formed. Okay? Let me repeat it. So E0, E1, E2, E3 are the, E3 is the number of elements which is common to exactly three regions. That is the central part G. E2 is the common to two regions, D plus E plus F, and E1 is the common to one region, and H is the E0. In union, we will take exactly one times them all. Whereas in sum, when you add them all, this E3 will be counted thrice, once in physics, once in chemistry, once in maths. E2 will be counted twice, E1 will be counted one times, and E0 will be counted zero times. Okay, so if this is clear, now let's go to the question. The first thing which strikes for such questions is to make the diagram, but believe me, diagram is not a good way for such questions. Okay, so what is saying, 120 students are there, so 120 will be my union, right? The total number of students, the exact number of students. So 120 is my union. So out of which 90 passed in history, 65 in sociology, 75 in social science, 30 passed in only one subject. What is it? It is E1 according to my nomenclature. 55 will be only two subjects. It is only two subjects. It is in only two subjects. and 5 passed in no subject. Okay. So what will be the union ka equation? As it's a 3 set Venn diagram, union will be E0 plus E1 plus E2 plus E3. And I know the total union given according to the question is 120. Now what will be the sum of it? Sum will be 0 times E0, 1 times E1, 2 times E2, 3 times E3. And if you add, what will be the sum? 90 plus 65 plus 75, that is 140. 140 plus 90 is 230. Now, what is the data given? What is another thing is given? What we have got is the only one subject, that is E1 we know is 30. 55 is E2. E2 we know it as 55. Also what we know is E0. E0 is 5 student passed in no subjects. So E0 is my 5. So just try and substitute there. So what we'll get, if E0 is 5, E1 is 30, E2 is 55. So if you solve this, this comes out to be 55 plus 5, 60, 60 plus 30 is 90. So straight away you'll get E3. E3 is how much? 120 minus 90, that is 30. So that is nothing but the first question. How many passed in all the 3 subjects? Second, how find the number of students who pass in at least 2 subjects. At least 2 subjects means is asking kam se kam do, zyada se zyada in. What is asking is E2 plus E3. So it is pretty much simpler, right? What is E2 and E3? Tell me here. We have not even used the second equation, right? So E2 plus E3 is nothing but, that is E2 is 55 and E3 we got it as 30. So the answer of second question has to be 85. So 85 is the answer of the second question. Though we were not required to use this second equation here, but still remember in some cases you need to find it. Okay. Thank you everyone.